Tav X Hebrews, purity and becoming one. That's supposed to be our goal, to become as pure as we possibly can and to come together as a nation, okay? Because we commanded to love our brothers and sisters. Yeah, it's not really humid out here today, but it is very hot out here. That's why I came out early this morning and get my exercise on before it gets just outright down ridiculous. Trying to walk over here in this shade, trying to hide a little bit. Hebrews not gonna keep you guys long at all. Just gonna give it a couple of minutes to see if any brews make their way up in here. It's hot out here, but it's still a nice day. Trust me, the people who are not still alive on this planet Earth, I'm sure they would give anything to be amongst the land of the living right now, Hebrew. That's something that me and you got a chance to do. So let's thank the Most High for that, all right? This is one of the spots I come to when I do my videos and stuff. Also, one of the spots where I come to, sometimes I come to this spot, I jog around that football field right there. Sometimes I'll jog around where you guys might have seen me earlier. It's not a football field, but it is a football field. Doubles as a soccer field, it's a rec up there. It's all kind of stuff up there. You know what, usually I like to go over there on this little playground and shoot these videos, but I don't think it's no shade over there. So I'm gonna go a little bit different today. Do something that I don't normally do when I come around here. I don't usually come up in here. But today, I'm coming up in here. Got a lot of shade back here. Got a lot of shade back here. I like this, Hebrew. Got bugs back here too, evidently. But it's better than roasting out there and all that heat. Get a little safety from the sun. Hebrews. I might end up going over there where it's hot at though, because ain't no way to sit down out here. It really is, but I ain't trying to sit on one of these stumps right now. Sometimes I would do it, but today is not one of them days. Nigga don't really feel like sitting on a stump right now. But you know what? Look at how quick I'm ready to change my mind. Let me see. See what we got here. You know what? Screw it. Go ahead. Pop a squat right here on this little stump right here. Nice little shaded area back here. I can see you guys' comments if you decide to comment, Hebrew. Hebrew, hit the like button on your way in the door. Don't hesitate. Don't waste no time at all. Pound that like button right now, Hebrew. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Y'all, you guys see the title, right? You saw the title of my live. It's called, Was He an Angel? Okay. Now, I don't know if my live chat is working properly because I'm hitting this button and this thing usually shows up, but right now it's not showing up. So I don't know if you guys can chat and respond to what I'm saying right now or not. If you can, I guess you will. If you can't, then I guess you won't, Hebrew. But yesterday is one of the reasons why I'm making this video. Okay, here it is now. I see it. It says, welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and to abide by our community guidelines. Okay, the chat is working. Hebrews, yesterday is part of the reason that prompted me to do this live right here. Because I didn't plan on going live today. A lot of the times, family, I don't plan on going live. Sometimes I do. But the majority of the time when I go live, it's not anything that's pre-planned, family. Was he an angel? If you guys didn't see it yesterday, when I went live yesterday afternoon, I talked about it a little bit. And yesterday morning, I also uploaded a video where I talked about it. I talked about it right after it happened to me. I was getting ready to head into captivity, do my little thing, and I'm sitting in the car, and some random Negro came walking up, right, from my left side. Y'all know, I told y'all before, I'm in the DMV. That's the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. These Negroes out here are not friendly. They're not nice. In fact, the majority of them are just the opposite. Grimy, slimy, no morals, always want to steal, always want to rob, always want to kill somebody unjustly. I got to add that in. I ain't talking about self-defense. I'm talking about bringing harm to people who haven't done nothing to you. For the most part, that's what the so-called black community is about. That's why I keep telling y'all, you better exit the black community or give up your life, because you're not going to be able to stay black and stay alive. Mark my words, Hebrews, you're going to find out the Most High ain't coming to save black people. He coming to save the Hebrew Israelites. Get that through your thick Negro skull, okay? But anyway, this nigga is walking up from my left, right? So he sees me. Obviously, I see him, right? I do my little quick, what do you call it? My quick profiling. I scan them from head to toe. I profile them. I tell all of you Hebrews, you better start profiling people. You better learn to profile people. That's what's going to keep you safe and alive, Hebrew. Profiling. So I profiled this dude, scoped him out, and from what I gathered, he seemed like to me what most people would call a typical thug or a typical gangster. He looked the part, he's dressed the part, whatever that is. Whatever we've been indoctrinated to believe a thug looks like, that's what this guy looked like. So when I looked at him, I said, okay, typical thug, typical gangster. So I got my eyes on this nigga, right? Because I know how these niggas get down out here. So he's walking up, right? Once again, he looked me right in my eye, which was the #1 red flag, all right? If you know, you know. If anybody out there is so-called black, well, you might not even be black, but you might know about black culture. You know, when black men who don't know each other look each other in the eyes, oftentimes that's going to end in a very violent situation, just the way it is. Part of them curses. But this nigga looked me dead in my eye, which immediately triggered me, right? Because I know black men don't typically look another stranger black man in the eyes unless they ready for drama, smoke, action. You get me? So when he looked at me, I'm looking at him, right? And then he starts saying something. What he's saying, I don't know. But I know that he's talking to me. So like I said again, I turns down my radio. And when I turned down my radio, I said, because I got to check this nigga's temperature. I got to see who this nigga is, what's going on with him. Did he just threaten me? You got to think like that, y'all. I know somebody might be watching this video right now saying, I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. I know it don't. Welcome to the black community, Negro. The black community is not supposed to make sense because the black community doesn't exist. #1, there's no such thing as a black person. #2, we ain't got nothing close to a community. A community is where people communicate. You commune together, come together. In the black community, we don't communicate. We solve our problems by shooting and stabbing. That's how you communicate in the black neighborhood. You grab your joint, you start popping off shots. Or you grab your shank and you start sticking. That's how we communicate in the black community, okay? That's why I say the black community is done. Anybody still wanting to stay black in these days, just get ready to die, because that's what's going to happen to you. But like I said, for the umpteenth time, this nigga looks me right in my eyes. He said something. I said, oh, let me turn this radio down so I can hear what this Negro talking about. So I looks at him. I said, what's up, bro? What you say? Because I didn't know what he said. And I'm not just going to pretend like I'm okay with whatever this nigga said or I agree with what he said when I got no idea what he said, but I know he's talking to me. So I said, what's good, bro? What you say? He said, And he was very intense when he said this to me. He locked eyes with me, very passionate, very intensely. And then he said something like, brother, you have a marvelous, great, wonderful, and blessed day. Y'all, when I say this dude was very passionate and extremely intense about me having a good, wonderful, blessed, and beautiful day, he was very intense and passionate. If you guys, if any of y'all out there know any real niggas out there, all right, that's the best way I could describe it. If y'all know any real thugs, any gangsters, you know that real thugs and gangsters, they're very intense people. And this dude, when he looked me in my eye and when he started speaking those words, he was extremely passionate and extremely intense, right? Caught me way off guard because I grew up around niggas all my life. Black men are not friendly. And this ain't nothing new. This is not just since I'm a grown man. Black male teens are not friendly. We've all been taught to be vicious towards one another. Brother J.R. Meadows says 100% soldier, strong content, 100. Hey, brother J.R. Meadows, always a pleasure to see you, bruh. You cooking with grease as always. I appreciate you leaving those heartfelt comments, brother. Worldwide unity, peace and blessings to the Hebrew Israelites. But this nigga was looking me in my eye very intensely, very passionate, and said, brother, have a great, wonderful, and strong and blessed day. He caught me off guard. Brother J.R. Meadows, you from the DMV, you already know. Niggas out here are not friendly. They're not kind. And niggas definitely know don't be looking no other nigga that you don't know in his eyes. Because usually, that's when them things come out. J.R. Meadows, you can attest to that. Let them know, brother J.R. Meadows, niggas in the DMV are not kind and they're not friendly. Brother J.R. Meadows says, much respect. Hey, brother J.R. Meadows, much respect to you too, brother. And much respect to all of you Hebrew Israelites who watch this channel, whether you're in here right now on the live or whether you're catching on the playback. Once again, this Negro was very intense and passionate about me, telling me to have a great, good, safe, and blessed day out here. Very passionate. Caught me way off guard, Hebrew. So when I saw that energy that he was coming with, I came right back at him with the same energy. I said, brother, you have a great, beautiful, wonderful, and blessed day too, my brother. Be safe out here. He said, no doubt. And he was wearing a black t-shirt with white letterings on it that said, move different, okay? He was coming from the left side of me when I first noticed him, and he said that. So then the brother walks on around in front of my car, and then he heads on off to the opposite way, right? Because he's headed somewhere else. As he's going somewhere else, this nigga slows down walking, he stops, and then he turns around. Family, I can't make this up. You guys know in the black community, once a nigga done already looked at you in your eyes, that's a red flag. The nigga is actually coming to you with a passionate, intense, kind, and loving spirit to a nigga he don't know. That's very strange around here. Then the nigga gets past me. He's gone on his way. The nigga slows down, stops, turns around, and looks back. And when he looked back, I'm looking right at him, right? He looks at me. Once again, the nigga looked me right in my eyes, y'all. And then he says, nigga, you know something. I kid you not, family. That's what he said. The nigga that I don't know, paused, turned around, looked at me again, deep in my eyes. He said, nigga, you know something. I said, what the fuck? This nigga don't know me from a can of paint. How the hell do you know what I know? Now I'm thinking to myself, nigga, you know something. And then I said it to him once. After he said that to me, I said, nigga, you know something. I said, brother, this is a confirmation for me and for you as well. Okay? And that's when the brother looked up into the heavens, stretched out his arms, and just looked up. He mumbled something, said something, looked up into the heavens, like looking to the Most High. And he said something, right? And then he reached in my car, which black people don't do this. I don't know this nigga. Why'd he feel so comfortable like he could reach into my car? This nigga reached into my car to give me one of those brotherly handshakes. This nigga reaches in my car, I reaches out, pulling him in deeper. We doing the old black handshake. Y'all know the black handshake when we lock hands and do all the pulling and tugging. I'm shaking hands with this nigga, a total stranger that I don't know. He don't know me. We shaking hands like we long lost homeboys who done been reunited after 25, 30 years. And then he said, I forgot this. He said, brother, that sun ain't shining for nothing because the sun was shining very bright out there. He points up at the sky and says, brother, that sun ain't shining like that for nothing. He said, I'm going to see you again. I said, no doubt, brother. You have a great day out here. And he said, you do the same. And then he went on about his merry way. But I can't help but think about, and I forgot to tell y'all this too, that happened right after I was sitting in my car praying to the Most High God. And a lot of the times these days when I pray, maybe not every time, but a lot of my prayers now, in my prayers, I'll be asking the Most High, show me signs and wonders, to show you guys signs and wonders, to let us know that he's working with us and that we are moving in the right direction. And the Most High God keeps on showing me signs and wonders. Right after I prayed, a couple of seconds later, here this random nigga come walking up the street, y'all, with wearing a black t-shirt with white letters that says, move different. Locked eyes with me and was very intent about wishing me a very great, wonderful, and blessed day. When I say this dude was passionate, y'all, I'm telling y'all, if you'd have been there to see this dude and feel this energy, this dude was extremely intense, extremely passionate. Like a lot of gangsters are out here. If you ever been around some real thugs and real gangsters, you guys know how intense and passionate they can be. This dude was extremely intense and passionate. And then even once he got past me, the nigga started slowing down, stopped, and he turned all the way back around. Why is this nigga stopping and turning back around? To look at me. And when he did, I was already looking at him because I was like, I'm shocked that this nigga would pull up on me like that, don't know me at all, but would be so extremely intense and passionate about me having a good and blessed day. And he had a shirt on that says, move different, letting you know what? We gotta move different out here. And then that nigga got past me, stopped, turned around, stared me deep in my eyes again and said, nigga, you know something. What in the world was he referring to? Because I didn't say, what do you know that I know? How do you know that I know something? I didn't ask him that. I didn't have to. He knew he was correct in his thought process when he said, nigga, you know something. And we didn't go into what it is that I know. I know a few things. Which one of those things he was referring to? I don't know. But the point is, how does that nigga know that I know anything? And I'm telling you, the way he looked me in my eyes, y'all, he knew that he was correct. He knew that I knew something. He didn't go into details about what it was that I know, but how the hell does he know that I know anything? And I told him, I said, brother, I said, nigga, you know something. I said, this is confirmation for you and for me. And then that's when he stretched out his hands like that and he looked up into the heavens and started mumbling something to the Most High. We can't make this up. Then he says, I'm going to see you again. I said, no doubt, brother. And his name was Charles. At least that's what he told me. Okay. Now, I don't know, because I definitely pondered that after he stepped off. Was that an angel that I met? Did the Most High send that angel or that brother to confirm to me that he just heard my prayer that I just got finished doing in my car? Because right after I got finished praying, like 20, 30 seconds later, here this random nigga come walking up with a shirt that says, move different. I pay attention to my surroundings, you guys, and the Most High knows that, okay? That was a sign right there. Number one, move different, Hebrews. We got to move different. We can't behave like the other nations. When we behave like the other nations, we get put to death for doing so. We got to move different. That was a sign and a wonder from the Most High. Whether you guys know it or not, whether you believe it or not, that was a sign and a wonder from the Most High, letting me know, and he wanted to show me so I could bring it to you guys to let you know. Move different, Hebrew. I don't care where you at. You got to move different than these other nations. You got to move different from the Gentiles. You got to move different than the Hebrew Israelites who still believe in a demigod, a half man, half God. You got to move different from people who believe that somebody else is going to die for your sins. You got to move different than somebody telling you all people are the same. You got to move different. When everybody around you is celebrating heathen, pagan, Gentile, dog holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, Easter, you got to move different. And yeah, you're going to be ostracized, you're going to be criticized. But you know what? You're also going to be rewarded and exalted in due times. And you're going to get the protection from the Most High. Psalms 91, I believe, the Most High talks about covering us with his wings and his feathers. We living in critical times, Hebrews, and I'm telling you, ask the Most High for signs and wonders. He'll give them to you if you're sincere. If you worship the Most High and him alone, and you actually try your best to keep the commandments, you're not perfect. Sometimes you're going to fall. When you fall, just get up. Don't lay down like a nigga punching you in your jaw in a fight. He knock your ass down. You down. Don't just lay there and roll around, because then he going to stomp your ass out, kick you in your head. You fall down, no problem, get up. And when you fall down, you pray to the Most High. Ask him for strength. Ask him to strengthen your spiritual legs, your spiritual stamina, so you can get up and keep swinging for the fences. Get up and keep fighting, Hebrew. You are going to fall sometimes. That's why it's a fight. When you just lay there after you fall, that's a TKO. You're knocked out. It's over. But every time you get up, you're still in the fight. Every single day that the Most High wakes you up out of your bed, you're still in the fight. So keep swinging for the fences. That's what you got to do until you leave this earth. Keep on fighting. And how do you fight? Worship the Most High only. Do your best to keep his commandments. When you fall short, that means you slip and fall. You get back up and keep on trying to keep the commandments. That's how you keep swinging. And just keep on doing that as long as you on earth. And one day, Most High willing, you just going to open your eyes and you're going to get the kingdom, Hebrews. You got to endure to the end. It's not going to be easy. It's never easy. This world is not here to be easy. Captivity is not supposed to be easy. We knee deep in captivity right now. And speaking of being in captivity right now, I'm looking for a way out, okay? I'm trying to develop a way that would allow me to be able to be self-sufficient. And when I say self-sufficient, I don't mean just me and me only. I mean, I'm looking for a way where I don't have to constantly go to work for the heathens every single day, okay? So in this very video right here, in the video description down below, I got a couple of links for y'all to check out. For one, any Hebrews out there who's also trying to lighten their captivity by making some money on the side, developing a side hustle, I got links for you down below. I'm offering a TV service, okay? A live streaming TV service in which you get 15,000 high definition channels. A lot of you Hebrews out there, you already got some kind of TV service where you get all your movie channels, your local channels, news channels, sporting events. Most Hebrews, you got a TV in your house and you're paying too much for cable. I got a link in the video description, okay? BostonHomeTV.com. Go check it out. $39.95 a month for 15,000 channels, and it offers you the ability to share that service with others, and you'll get paid for everybody who signs up for that service. Check it out. Also, you Hebrews that want to repair your credit, I got an ebook out there. Simple Credit Repair is in the video description. Check that out. See if it's for you. Check all the links out in the video description. See what we're working with. The second thing I want to talk to you guys about, and then I'm going to let you guys go, the spirit realm, the invisible world. Most of you Hebrew Israelites out there, you are petrified. You're terrified of the invisible world. And I understand, because you've been taught that the invisible world is evil. You've been taught that, hey, nothing to see here. So you don't want to consider those things. And I get it. The Roman Catholic Church told you, don't talk about the spirit realm. Don't talk about the invisible world. That's evil. It's witchcraft. They will say anything to scare you away from reality. Around here, we don't run from reality. We run to reality. The invisible world is very real. The spirit realm is very real. Family, earlier today, one of our Hebrew Israelites, okay, who shall remain nameless, unless that Hebrew Israelite comes on this live or comes on this video after the video uploads and says, I'm the one he's talking about. I'm not going to tell y'all who I'm talking about. But a Hebrew Israelite shared with me earlier a picture, okay? If I didn't see this for myself, I would be like, yo, what the hell? But understand this. I know that the invisible world is real. I know that the spirit realm is real. I've talked to you guys about it before on this channel. I've said to you guys before, oh, J.R. Meadows says it's a different walk on. I think I know what you're talking about, J.R. Meadows, talking about how wicked that these Negroes are around here. You guys, earlier today, I got a message from a Hebrew Israelite, one of our Hebrews who comes on this channel on a regular, and they sent me a picture, right? And this Hebrew Israelite said, Mr. Real Talk, look at this picture closely. Tell me what you see. I first looked at the picture, right? First, before I tell you guys what I saw, and this literally blew my mind. Before I tell you what I saw, I've told you guys before, I've mentioned it on here. I don't know if anybody else out there has ever experienced this, but I have. I've been home alone before, and I know that there's absolutely nobody home with me. Nobody's over visiting. I'm in the house by myself. I remember one of the first times that this happened to me like it was yesterday. I'm standing in the kitchen by myself. Not a person is home but me. I'm in the kitchen washing dishes, all right? And as I'm washing dishes, you guys, you know the feeling that you get. You ever been out in the street, walking down the street, sitting in a car, sitting at a park, and you just get that feeling on you like you're being watched? I know all of you guys know that feeling out there when you just feel, and not just like somebody notices you or sees you and keeps it moving. You get that feeling like somebody just intensely watching you, staring at you, gazing at you with a fixed gaze, looking at you, and they ain't looking nowhere else. They're not paying attention to anything else. They're just staring intensely and deeply at you. Have any of you out there felt that feeling? If you're in the comment section, if you're on this live right now and you don't mind revealing your identity, because I know some of you guys watch, but you don't like to comment because you don't want, maybe you don't want me to know who you are. Maybe you don't want other people who watch this channel to see you comment so they can say, what are you doing over there watching this channel? You're not supposed to watch this channel, da 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 da. Because I know how some people are, right? But if you don't mind revealing your identity and you're on this live right now, and what I'm mentioning to you about me has happened to you or you can relate, jump down in this comment section and let everybody know so other brothers and sisters can know that there are other people out there experiencing this too. I was in the house alone washing dishes, and then suddenly I became aware of somebody standing directly in back of me, Hebrew. If you've ever sensed anything like this before, if you've ever felt anything like this before, let it be known in the live chat right now, because you never know who's watching. You could be a blessing to somebody, Hebrew. That's why I'm making this video, because I know that there are other Hebrews who've experienced things like what I'm telling you, but some of you are too afraid to talk about it for various reasons. Some of you don't want people to know that you watch my videos for whatever reason. Maybe you think your Hebrew teacher or your elder will chastise you because things that I say over here, your elder don't agree with, and he forbids you to go deep sea diving in search of the Most High. And some of you know if you get caught commenting on my channel, then people are going to know that you watch this channel, and then they're going to have smoke for you. Some of you guys are afraid of the smoke. I'm not knocking you, just letting you know I understand. But I was in the house by myself washing dishes, and I suddenly became aware of somebody standing directly in back of me. And at first, you know, it's human instinct when you notice somebody's behind you. What do you usually do when you know somebody's directly behind you? And I ain't talking about way in back of me. I felt somebody like 3 to 5 feet standing right in back of me watching me. What is the typical human reaction when you can feel somebody directly in back of you? You turn around and look. So even though I know I'm home by myself, I know that somebody's directly behind me. You can feel when a nigga's directly behind you, y'all. So I turned around. And when I turned around, I said to myself, nigga, what the hell are you looking back for? You're home alone, Negro. There's nobody here. So I turns back around and start washing dishes, right? But I still can't shake that feeling. I still feel it. Somebody's standing directly behind me and they're staring right at me. I said, what the hell? So I just stopped washing dishes and I turned around. And I turned around and started looking. It's nobody here but me. But I knew that somebody was there because I can feel them staring dead at me. So I just started talking. I said, I know you here. I know you standing right back here watching me. I have no idea who I'm talking to, what I'm talking to. It just, I don't know why at the moment, it felt like the right thing to do because obviously you're standing right in back of me. And I knew that whoever this was, whatever this was standing right in back of me staring at me. The feeling was so strong, I couldn't pretend. I just couldn't keep washing dishes like I don't know a nigga standing right in back of me staring at me. You can feel when somebody, it's like you can feel the heat from eyes being planted on you. So I said, hey, I know you in here. I don't know who the hell I'm talking to. I said, I know you right here watching me. I know that you're there. I can sense you. And then I just turned around and kept doing my dishes, all right? That was just one time, but that happened to me multiple times. I could feel the presence of somebody, and it would always happen suddenly. You would be home alone, and then suddenly you feel the presence of something or someone staring at you. This may be a little too deep for some of y'all out there. This may be a little scary for some of you out there. Okay, maybe you don't want to admit this. But why am I talking about this? Earlier today, a Hebrew Israelite who comes on here, most of you guys, y'all know this Hebrew too. This Hebrew comes on here all the time. This Hebrew said, Mr. Real Talk, what do you see in this picture? So I looked at first, right? At first when I looked, and I'm like, I know this Hebrew Israelite didn't just send me this picture for nothing. It's something in this picture. So I'm looking all around, right? It ain't but too many things in this picture. I see the top of this Hebrew Israelite's head, and then I see off to the left corner, right? It's like a window. You know how somebody have a window and then you got, I guess not shades, but something that comes down over top of the blinds. You got the blinds and then you got, I don't want to call it a curtain. I guess you could call it a curtain, but this was not a curtain. It was just like a plastic vinyl veil or some kind of thing, right? So this thing is sitting up in the left-hand corner. At first, I didn't see it, right? I'm concentrating, looking at the top of this Hebrew Israelite's head, because that's what I saw, the top of their head. So I'm looking at their head, trying to see what's going on, see if I see something, right? I'm like, it's something in this picture, because this Hebrew wouldn't have sent me this just to look at the top of their head unless it was something there. So I'm looking. I said, I see the top of your head. And the Hebrew Israelite said, look closer. So I'm looking. The only other thing I see is this window in the upper left-hand corner with this, I guess, vinyl plastic covering the blinds or covering the window. And when I looked closely, y'all, I said, what in the hell? You guys, look, as I'm saying this, you hear that plane flying overhead? That's what we call sound confirmation, Hebrew. For those of you who haven't been on this channel that long, sound confirmation is when somebody makes a statement that is 100% undeniable, factual truth, and then you'll hear a sound confirmation in the physical realm. Maybe a dog will start barking, a phone will start ringing, a plane will fly overhead, making a loud noise overhead when it was just total silence. But as soon as I started making this statement that I'm making, a plane starts flying overhead. That's sound confirmation 101 for any of you Hebrews who are not familiar with the concept, all right? The Hebrew told me, he said, Mr. Real Talk, look closely. I looked again, looking, I said, oh snap. You guys are not gonna believe what I saw, y'all. I looked in that window and I looked at that vinyl covering, plastic covering over the window, whatever. You guys, I saw, the only explanation for this I could say, this was a spirit that I saw. I kid you not. I saw the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. Family, if I'm lying, I'm dying, y'all. I would not come on here and lie to you guys about this, you guys. I saw that. Yes, it was like it was poking through and protruding through, I guess, the vinyl covering, the plastic covering, whatever that was, covering that Hebrews window. You could see the eyes, the nose, the mouth. And look, I texted back to the Hebrew. I said, oh, snap. I see the eyes, a nose, and a mouth poking through that vinyl covering. And guess what? That Hebrew had to brought me up to speed. Not only that, that Hebrew told me that was a lady spirit. And the Hebrew told me, look, it's long black hair in there as well. At first, Hebrews, I'm not going to lie, I didn't see it. Kept on going back to it, kept on looking. Because I asked the Hebrew, I said, how can you tell that that's a lady? And the Hebrew said the long black hair. Y'all, I went back, closely examined that thing. I saw the eyes. Off the break, without the Hebrew pointing it out to me, I saw the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. I said, oh, snap, that is a spirit peering through, poking through. And the Hebrew said, you see the long black hair? At first, I didn't see it, y'all, but I kept going back to that picture. I saw it. I saw the long black hair. I saw the eyes, the nose, and the mouth poking through, you guys. I can't make this up. I would not come on here and play with this. I'm not going to come on here and bear false witness to you guys because I know the Most High will put me to death for doing that. I'm telling you guys this because many of you don't know and don't understand that the spiritual realm is real. That was a spirit that I saw. And the picture, the Hebrew that sent me that picture, they said they accidentally took that picture. That's why their face wasn't even in the picture. It was just the top of their head. It was an accident. So they thought, but really the Most High had them accidentally take that picture to get that spirit caught on camera. You guys, I know some of you guys out there gonna say, oh man, that's cap. I don't believe that. Cool. You don't gotta believe it. Okay? But I tell you this, if that Hebrew Israelite gives me permission, because I got the picture, they sent the picture to me. If that Hebrew Israelite gives me permission, I will post that picture in my community tab. And then you guys will take a look for yourself and tell me if you don't see the eyes, the nose, the mouth, and the long black hair. I can't make this up, you guys. I wouldn't make this up because I know the penalty for bearing false witness is death. I'm not trying to be brutally killed. Once again, sound confirmation once again. You guys, do you see this? I can't make this up. And sound confirmation, whether you know it or not, that's a spiritual thing, y'all. That's when somebody, doesn't matter who it is, doesn't matter what the topic is about, somebody makes a statement that is 100% true, that cannot be debunked at all, no matter who likes it. Oftentimes, you will hear a sound in the physical realm, whether that's a dog barking, a door slamming, a piece of glass shattering, somebody shooting off a gun, a plane roaring over top of your head. The Most High has many ways and many signs to confirm things, you guys. I'm telling you, the Hebrew sent me a picture, and I saw a spirit trying to poke through the plastic vinyl covering of the window, you guys. And the Hebrew told me they took that picture by accident. They actually took that picture like 2 years ago on accident and didn't notice it until like a couple of weeks ago. And they sent it to me and said, Mr. Real Talk, what do you see in this? I can't make this up. If that Hebrew gives me permission, I'm going to post that picture in my community tab section and let you guys take a look for yourself to see if you can see it. The spiritual realm is real. When I saw the nose, the mouth, and the eyes, I was completely blown away. And then when I went back and actually saw the long black hair, hey y'all, I ain't never seen nothing like that before. Brother El Barrios, what's good, Brother El Barrios? Good to see you in here, brother. Brother El Barrios says, I'm late, but I have a question. Brother Real Talk, have you read the book called Apocalypse of Abraham that narrates Abraham's rejection of idol and revelation of the spirit realm? Hey, Brother El Barrios, no, I have not read the Apocalypse of Abraham as of yet, but I just got a new book the other day. It's called, I think it's called the 54 Apocryphal Books. And I want to say that the Apocalypse of Abraham is in that book that I got. And y'all, look, y'all, this is spiritual right here, y'all. These demons, all of a sudden now, I can't pull up your comments no more in the live chat. You see that? Do you guys see that? Somebody don't like what we talking about right now, y'all. Because look at this. All of a sudden, I can't pull up you guys' chats no more. How about that? Soon as these heathen, pagan, Gentile animals see we getting deep over here, see you guys, these spirits, there are spirits out here that don't like us talking about this, you guys. Now, you guys might be leaving comments in the live chat right now. Guess what? If you was, I can't see them. I'm trying to pull up Brother Eli's Barrios comment. And check this out, family. All of a sudden, comment section not working no more. Y'all see that? Hey, Hebrews, if you are in here right now, smash that like button, Hebrew. We got 6 people watching, only 3 likes. We need to get these likes up so that this video will get shown to your brothers and sisters. There are spirits out here that don't want us talking about this, y'all. How come all of a sudden I can't pull up the damn live chat no more? And you notice once Brother Eli Barrios comes in here and says, hey, brother, have you read the Apocalypse of Abraham? And now all of a sudden, the damn live chat then went out. I can't access it. These people are the devil that the Bible speaks of. That lets you know we on to something, you guys. Brother Eli Barrios, as I was saying, I haven't read the Apocalypse of Abraham yet, but I intend to. And I just got my hands on the 54 apocryphal books. And it got all kind of stuff. It got Psalms. I think it got apocryphal Psalms. It got something like the Apocrypha of Moses or the Testimony of Moses. And I think it got the Apocalypse of Abraham in there, if I'm not mistaken. Soon, family, I'm going to start going live and I'm going to start reading out of the 54 apocryphal books. Oh, look, now all of a sudden, they let my chat come back. Do y'all see this fishy business, y'all? I'm going to read your comment again, Brother Eli Barrios. Brother Eli Barrios says, I'm late, but I have a question for you, Brother Real Talk. Have you ever read the book called Apocalypse of Abraham that narrates Abraham's rejection of idol and revelation of the spirit realm? I haven't read it yet, but Brother Eli Barrios, this is further confirmation that I need to read it. Thank you for leaving that comment. And for any of you Hebrews out there, don't let nobody tell you what you can and can't read. I advise you to look into the Apocalypse of Abraham. Like I said, the Most High has made it so I could get my hands on this new book I got. I want to say it's called the 54 Apocryphal Books. Got all kind of books in there. One of them is either called the Apocalypse of Moses or the Testimony of Moses, something like that. Books that are not in the Bible, you guys. And I'm going to begin reading from those books very soon. And Brother Eli Barrios, I thought it was up. Here they go again, y'all. They done took away the live chat again, y'all. These people are demonic, y'all. But Brother Eli Barrios, I thought it was very interesting, right? That you're being more vocal and you're commenting more. You're making more comments, I see. And I see the other day you said that you was Portuguese. Brother, do you know that it's a known fact? The Hebrew Israelites, many of us, now they brought the chat back. They playing with us, y'all. You know, a lot of Hebrew Israelites from the kingdom of Judah from the house of David are so-called Portuguese. Brother Eli Barrios, maybe you already knew that. I don't know if you know that, but I know a lot of our brothers and sisters have no idea. A lot of the Spaniard, the real Spanish people, the real Portuguese, those are the house of David, Negroes. Negro is Spanish for black. And some of our people are black as night. Some of our people are lighter than light, look damn near white. Hebrew Israelites coming from shades from the darkest of the dark to the lightest of the light. But the house of David, that was you in Portugal. That was you in Spain. It's a known fact that the Spanish Jews or the Portugal Jews who got expelled, it's a known fact for anybody who cares to do any digging. Them niggas that come from over there, the Portuguese, the Spanish, the real ones. Those are the house of David, the kingdom of Judah. That was you. And I thought it was very ironic, Eli Barrios, that all of a sudden you on this channel, you're becoming a lot more vocal. I know the last couple of videos you've been commenting, and you are a confirmation, you are a testament to the fact that the Most High is calling his people home. Whether people like it or not, whether people accept it or not. The Hebrew Israelites come from in the shades of darker than dark to lighter than light, and we've been scattered into all nations. And you Hebrew Israelites out there that want to try to stop other Hebrews from coming home just because they don't look exactly like you, nigga, you got to understand, you've been scattered into all nations, okay? All nations. It's 12 tribes of us, y'all. We all are Negroes, but some of us are darker, some of us are lighter. All of us don't look exactly the same, you guys. Especially since we've been scattered into all nations. But just know, a lot of those Spanish people, a lot of those Portuguese people, them Negroes, whether they're dark or light, whether they speak English or Spanish or Portuguese, of course they're going to speak Portuguese or Spanish because that's where they was at in Spain and in Portugal. But I know how a lot of Hebrews are. Or if he ain't blacker than night, if he ain't talking English, he ain't no Hebrew. Hebrews snap out of it. We've been scattered into all nations. We speak all languages. But you better pay attention to them niggas coming up out of Spain, the Spanish Negroes, coming up out of Portugal, speaking Portuguese, speaking Spanish, and you niggas want to be quick to write them off. You don't know that's your brother. You might see a nigga speaking some West African language. But niggas here in America been trained, well, if he don't look exactly like me, if he don't speak English with an American accent, he ain't a Hebrew. That's not true, Hebrew. Shame on you for trying to stop your brothers and your sisters from repenting and coming home just because they don't look exactly like you. Just because they don't talk the language you talk. Why would they? They've been scattered into all nations, Hebrew. We all across this globe, y'all. And the Most High is putting the spirit on us to come back and reunite amongst each other, y'all. We got to stop the foolishness, y'all. Learn your true history, Hebrew. Learn where you come from. Learn that Negro is a Spanish word. And it's not just a byword. Nigga, that's your name. That's your last name. Negro is the regal house of Judah. That's your last name. And that's why it's Spanish, because a lot of you were in Spain, you were in Portugal, and you got chased up out of there. Hebrew Israelites get chased up out of wherever the hell we at. But that's going to stop soon. You wait till the Most High fully put the spirit on the Hebrews to start snapping necks out here. It's going to get brutal out here. Shout out to all y'all Hebrew Israelites out there worldwide. I love all of you. And I don't know if you're trying to comment right now because I see once again, these damn devils then took the chat away. Y'all see what they doing though? They only doing this because number one, they the devil the Bible speaks of. Number two, there are spirits out here in the invisible world that don't like what we doing. But you guys, many of you guys are so scared of the invisible realm, the spirit realm, you don't even want to talk about it. And I get it, but you better start talking about it because it's getting realer and realer every day, Hebrew. That's why I had to make this video. Anybody who didn't see this whole video, go all the way back to the beginning and watch from the beginning, Hebrew. I done ran my big black mouth long enough, Hebrew. Hit the like button, share this video, subscribe to the channel, Hebrew. I'm out.